The luxury outlook. What's happening around the globe in the luxury real estate market? This is video 4 in a series on the luxury market that I'm doing, and I hope you've seen the other 3 videos. If you haven't, they'll be linked through this video, so make sure you watch them. And all of these videos are coming from a publication called The Report, Luxury Market Insights. It's a publication that my brokerage, Coldwell Banker Realty, does along with the Institute for Luxury Home Marketing, of which I am a member. So this is the 4th video in our series, and what are we going to talk about? What's happening globally? Luxury market doesn't just happen in the United States, it happens all around the world, and it's fascinating and interesting to see what shapes the luxury market space globally. That's what we're going to talk about today, and we're starting right now. I'm Sherry Ann Green with Coldwell Banker. Welcome to my YouTube channel that guides home sellers and home buyers in Washington, D.C. and Northern Virginia. So what are the trends that are affecting luxury real estate on a global scale? Are the same issues we're seeing in the United States happening in Paris or Buenos Aires? Is everybody experiencing some of the same panic buying and now confident buying we're seeing? What's happening around the globe in the luxury market space? That's what we're going to talk about today. It's fun to talk about luxury marketing, isn't it? It's fun to talk about luxury real estate and how that is changing and the statistics and the trends that we're seeing everywhere. We all are human, and are we all experiencing the same real estate issues as we look around the globe? Let's find out. Certainly cultural differences have an impact on what happens in the real estate market in each country, and the COVID regulations and restrictions have certainly changed in different countries, have been different in different countries, and that has affected what has happened in the real estate market too. So there are kind of new home priorities for a new world. It was a global pandemic, so there are new home priorities everywhere. In Italy, for example, buyers continue to seek comfortable and safe places that they can live long term, not a quick jump in and a quick jump out. They want to get into a space that makes sense for the long haul for them based on the values that have changed because of the global pandemic. In large cities like Rome and Milan, we've seen a stabilization of prices. Demand just keeps continuing in those cities. People still want to live in them. People still want to move to them. But the prices there are lower compared to some other European cities. There's also been a rediscovery of smaller towns, and that's really made for an interesting real estate purchase as well. Some of them have excellent services, and so they guarantee a similar experience to a large city, but just on a smaller scale. Home has become an essential asset to a lot of affluent buyers around the globe. It's not just home, it's also an investment. It's often important for a global luxury buyer to own in a certain area. There's a priority of place, a priority of space, and having a home in a place that is well connected is often something that they're looking for. The next headline here, space, nature, and wellness. Sounds a lot like what a lot of our buyers were looking for too, right? Outdoor spaces, large spaces, places of wellness, all became an important amenity all around the globe. People were looking to have more space, a space of respite in their home, and more outdoor spaces to enjoy indoor and outdoor living as our values were changed and shaped by the pandemic. Space has literally become one of the biggest commodities for the European luxury market. Many affluent French buyers left the cities to move to the countryside to gain that space and to gain that freedom to have indoor-outdoor living and working environments. Their choices became less rational and more emotional. Sounds a lot like what was happening here as well, doesn't it? But the price of Paris real estate hasn't really changed. It's actually increased by 8%. So this movement out to the countryside by some didn't necessarily affect the prices that were seen inside the city. In suburban Toronto, the pool was the feature that was most desired by the affluent buyer. A home with a pool almost always is receiving multiple offers in Toronto suburban areas. People are staying in and working from home and entertaining from home, and they want those amenities right there at their fingertips. They're not going off to work and finding the amenity on their way home. They're inviting people in and they're staying home, and they want the amenities of things like a pool right there at their own home. We're also seeing a very heightened attention to detail for the luxury buyer in the condo space around the globe. they're looking for amenities. Amenities like green energy buildings, energy saving devices, amenities that allow for wellness. All of these items are becoming important to the affluent luxury buyer around the globe. And multiple home ownership was a growing category as well. With travel restricted and hotels not offering the kind of services that people are used to, especially in the luxury market, having multiple homes to go to and vacation at became a big deal. So they were either buying a place to escape to. The other thing that the affluent buyer is doing is buying an investment in cities, knowing that those cities are going to pop once again, buying them now when potentially the pricing is better and they have a safe place to put their wealth. We're also seeing that becoming the second and third home purchase, an investment purchase for the affluent buyer. We're seeing this a lot in Costa Rica from American buyers. American buyers are looking for a place of respite, nature, and wellness and relaxation, and Costa Rica is offering that for the American luxury buyer. So we've talked about the luxury buyer in general wanting move-in ready and having a lean sometimes towards new construction, and that is happening around the globe as well. The luxury buyer enjoys a new building and will pay for a new home. They'll pay a premium for a new home or a condo in a new building. They're looking for amenities that a new build can offer them, whether it's wellness spaces or a place to work from home or an indoor-outdoor living environment, clean energy homes, and also smart technology. All of those are playing into that affluent buyer as they go to make a purchase. So move-in ready and new construction that offers amazing amenities is a mainstay for a lot of buyers all over the globe. Green is the new must-have if you want to think of it that way, right? So we're thinking about outdoor spaces, we're thinking about LEED certified buildings and smart home technology and smart appliances and energy saving appliances, and that is really important to that luxury buyer. If they're going to be home a lot, they want it to serve an energy efficient purpose. They want to be able to have a space that has multifunction, green, indoor, outdoor living. And there's also the intersection of automation. So wellness, smart technology, energy efficient, and automation in a home. Smart technology can bring all of that together for the affluent buyer to make living sort of a little more easy and carefree, if you want to think about that way. If your systems are all on smart devices and can be turned on and off from different places, you travel to another home and you can take care of the one that you've left behind via your phone, it just makes that experience of owning a home another step up of luxury. And low inventory is a problem around the globe, but it's not as bad everywhere as it is in the United States. Paris, for example, has seen a record number of units sold for the last 3 years in a row. So clearly they are selling a lot of real estate. There's a lot of luxury purchases happening. And so the inventory is not necessarily as low everywhere as we've been seeing it in the United States. So globally, the number of individuals with a net worth of 5 million and more rose in 2021. We talked about this in the very first video. It rose over 19% over 2020. It created a lot of wealth for a lot of people. The rebounding stock market and the equity that sellers had gained in their real estate portfolio, it all contributed to this massive wealth growth that we've seen. And so the propensity to own multiple homes in multiple locations has really increased with that. You couple it with the fact that we've been unable to travel as much as we want. It might be that we have a city home and a country home in the same place, the same state or the same country, because you can get around to that easy. The propensity for multiple homes of the wealthiest Americans has really grown in the last couple of years because of what's happened with the pandemic and travel. And the traditional lines between primary and secondary residence has really kind of blurred. A lot of people have turned their secondary residence into their primary residence or gone back and forth a lot more than they ever thought that they would, sort of blurring that line of what's an investment and what is your home. All of this has led to an expanding global residential footprint for today's high net worth individuals. Do you want to know more about the luxury market? You're in the right place. Check the description. I'm going to put a link to a download. The download is called The Report, Luxury Market Insights. It's a publication that my brokerage, along with the Institute for Luxury Home Marketing, puts together every year, and it is full of insights and data related to the luxury real estate market. If you want to know even more, watch this video next.